We as men desire feminine energy, and as young men it can be especially difficult for us to be in a relationship. I know for some of us it feels like if you're not a 10 out of 10 good looking Chad, then your chances of finding a girlfriend are slim to none. And while the problem can be your looks or your personality, it mainly is going to come down to your fixation. I've said this before in previous videos, but women have a great sense of the vibe you give off. They can tell if you genuinely just want to be friends, if you're genuinely just trying to smash, or the worst, if you're genuinely just desperate. And unless you're Harry Styles, desperation is just going to turn girls off from you. So how do you get rid of desperation? How do you make sure you don't give off that vibe? Well, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. As always, let's jump right into it.
Handsome like Mr. Clean, flaming like some kerosene, fresher than some Listerine, looking like a stream.
Now let me be clear when I go into this, I'm going to be talking about appearing less desperate for your own well-being and not to attract girls. That in itself could be an entirely separate new video, and if you want pickup videos, go talk to Playing with Fire. Let me ask you this. Do you ever stay up late at night thinking about being in a relationship? Do you ever get the thought that it would be so much better if you could have someone in bed to cuddle? Do you ever daydream about a girl you've been thinking of recently, or maybe even your ex? And to an extent, it feels nice to daydream, but you know that you shouldn't be doing it. It's probably getting in the way of your exercise or schoolwork or your actual work or your job. Well, I've been here at points as well, where I would constantly be thinking about a girl. I would think about her all throughout the day, and then when I was around her, I would all of a sudden get tensed up and really nervous. So how do you get out of this funk? Simple. You need to set yourself some goals to accomplish. See, the reason you keep thinking about girls or the girl is because you have no drive in your life right now, or you have little to none of it. You probably don't have any physical activity, you don't have a career you're working on, you don't even have a set path that you're trying to follow. So therefore, your mind thinks to itself that companionship must be what's missing in your life. That somehow bringing a new person into the mix is going to solve all your problems. So the way to actually have goals is to have goals. Start thinking about your future. Start asking yourself the tough questions. What kind of body do you want? What is your goal income? Instead of hoping that that really cute girl you swiped on Tinder swipes back on you, think of a new way to invest your money. I know it may seem a little weird right now, but this can translate over into your relationships. You always have heard the age-old advice that if you're texting a girl, you shouldn't text right back immediately, right? It comes off as desperate. But the way people go about this is so wrong. They say, pretend to be busy, wait 5 minutes, wait 10 minutes, pretend you're working on something. Oh, why don't you work on something? Why are you just wasting time to text back this girl instead of just actually working on something and becoming busy in the first place? I can tell you 90% of the problems that you have as a man when it comes to dating disappear when you actually are busy. Most of the problems really just come down to having too much free time on your hands. Endlessly scrolling on social media, endless calls on Discord, porn. These are all things that can be a detriment to your relationships and your mental health. Being a man with no path in life is only going to lead that man to desperation. So think about some goals. What are some that you could set? Is it getting to a lower body fat percentage? Is it putting on more muscle? Is it finding a side hustle for you to invest time into? Getting the best possible grades in whatever schooling you're doing right now, or doing some type of intense physical training such as Muay Thai or kickboxing or regular boxing. These are all things that build you either mentally, physically, or are going to give you some type of benefit in the future. Before you even start obsessing over that new cute girl in your class, think to yourself, you need to think about working on yourself before you invite a new person into your life. If you made it this far in the video, that means you want to set goals for yourself and that you like this channel. So scroll down right now, subscribe, leave a like, turn on notifications, send it to a friend, leave a comment, and I'll see y'all soon. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.
Handsome like Mr. Clean, flaming like some kerosene, fresher than some Listerine, looking like a stream.